Happy Wednesday and hello again, everyone. I'm Jasmine Turner, an anchor for NBC 12 News, welcoming you once again to Wine, Women, and Shoes 2021, where we're celebrating Bon Secours Forensic Nursing all week long. Today, we want to celebrate you, the impact of the amazing donors who made the following possible. Philanthropy drives the Bon Secours engine, and our forensic nursing program is no exception. This unit is really passionate about the work they do, made up of 24 nurses and advocates. They are leaders in their field, serving 37 jurisdictions, partnering with law enforcement, attorneys, child advocacy centers, shelters, social services, victim witness, and many others with the goal of identifying and assisting victims of violence. Today's broadcast is brought to you by our amazing Wine, Women, and Shoes sponsors who have led this year's fundraising campaign. These companies and individuals have donated 100% of their sponsorship directly to Bon Secours Forensic Nursing for the second year in a row. We would like to recognize the following 2021 sponsors. The Key to the Closet sponsors Teresa and Brian Mueller with Closet Factory. The Silver Slipper sponsors Commonwealth Anesthesia Associates, Health Savings Administrators, Lisa and Patrick O'Hara, Mary and Matt Ward. The Mystery Box Pool sponsors Corey Neesmith with Ameriprise Financial. The wine sponsors Robin and Chris Leahy of Leahy Consulting Services. Additional sponsors include CSC Leasing Company, Verizon, Wegmans, and of course, all of us here at NBC 12. And a special thank you to the October match donor. This generous individual is matching up to $25,000 of October gifts. So keep those donations coming on in and help us reach our match goal. I would also like to thank the committee members who put in many hours of work to create and rally behind this second virtual event. To the co-chairs, Linda Carter-Cook and Robin Leahy, we thank you so much for leading the amazing committee of women dedicated to raising vital funds to support Bon Secours Forensic Nursing. You and your team have done a really fantastic job persevering through this year. The generosity of our sponsors, committee, shoe guys, ticket purchasers, and donors all support a truly worthy cause, Bon Secours Forensic Nursing. As you all continue to watch throughout the week, the importance of your financial contribution cannot be overstated. Each gift has a defined impact on Bon Secours' ability to care for patients within our hospitals, as well as through our community outreach efforts. These patients receive compassionate medical forensic care and are provided with resources to obtain justice and see hope for the future because of you. So on behalf of those you have touched with your generosity, we thank you by showing you the following tour of the new Forensic Nursing Suite. Did you attend or support Wine, Women, and Shoes any of the last few years? If the answer is yes, we wholeheartedly thank you. Funds raised through Wine, Women, and Shoes 2018 to 2020 helped to fund this new forensic nursing suite. The renovations were funded 100% by philanthropic dollars.
Our program couldn't do what we do without the gifts that we receive from the community. We have many wonderful, generous donors. I can't say thank you enough to everyone who has donated to our program over the years. The space that we're now in, we have a new renovated space. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a comfortable, warm space for patients. That renovation was completely funded by donors and through gifts. The equipment that we currently use and that we have, education of our staff members, the clothing that we provide to patients, medications, all come through gifts and donations from the community. Hello, everyone. I'm really excited to show you around our new space. It's absolutely beautiful, and I think you're really going to like it. Come on in. This is the main entrance of our suite. We are in a medical office building in a private, quiet area. Once you go into the suite, you'll see our lobby section. have some beautiful lighting and wood paneling on the walls. Absolutely love it. The next thing you'll see is that we have 2 waiting areas. This is really important to us because now we can have 2 families or 2 patients, and they have private areas to be with their family or friends or support persons, but still be very confidential. And so we can have 2 exams going at the same time, which is something in our old space, unfortunately, we couldn't do. And therefore, patients and their families would have to wait in the busy emergency department, which wasn't optimal, of course. This is the second waiting room, and we have some new furniture on order. I can't wait for you all to see that. This is going to be our family waiting area. We have on order a children's table and rug. So if you can just use your imagination and picture some new pretty furniture for this space, it's on its way. But again, nice private area for the families and the patients to wait. Back in the lobby area, we have a nutrition center. This also is going to be getting some really cool upgrades. We have some art ordered and a Keurig and some things so that the families that are waiting for our patients can have a snack or have a cup of coffee to relax a bit while they're waiting for their family member. Also have a nice restroom there close by so that they don't have to leave the suite while they're here visiting with us. Once you go down the hallway, the next thing you'll see is our phenomenal storage room. This might not seem very exciting to some people, but to us, this is just wonderful. As you can see, we have everything organized, and I have to give one of our wonderful volunteers, Amy, credit for this. She did a fantastic job, Amy and Ann both, and made everything so neat for us. And the Closet Factory did such a great job helping us build all of these storage areas. So we're really excited. On the other side of the storage closet, you can probably see lots of different colored bags of colored items. Those are actually underpants. For our victims of sexual assault, we often have to take their clothing as forms of evidence. And so we provide them with new items of clothing to take with them when they leave or to wear when they leave. And we've had a number of volunteers who have been so wonderful to do underwear drives for us, and so that our patients leave with something colorful and something more fun than the typical white underpants that you might see otherwise. As you proceed down the hallway, we're going to be going to an exam room in just a moment, but I wanted you to know that our space is shaped like an L, and one side of the space is completely focused on our patients' needs, and then the other side of our space is staff focused, so we have offices over there. Again, it just lends for more privacy and keeps the environment quiet for the patients. So we're heading down the hall. We have a beautiful Jack and Jill bathroom that is right across from both of the exam rooms. This is our exam room 1. It is our largest exam room, as you can see. This is the exam room where if we need to collect large amounts of evidence, this is the room we would use. It has a lot of counter space so that we can spread the evidence out. We don't have the issue of cross-contamination, and what we mean is potentially one piece of evidence touching another piece of evidence, such as clothing. And so everything has to be kept apart from each other. On the right of this exam room, you'll notice is our COLPOSCOPE. That is a microscope on wheels, and that allows us to do the exam of the patient and take pictures which are used for court. I also want you to take a peek in the ceiling, if you would. There's a picture of the colposcope I was just mentioning. And in the corner of the room is called a skylight. And so when the patient is in the on the examination table, what they're looking at is actually this beautiful image of the sky with trees. And our patients so far have said that they really appreciate having something to focus on and to help kind of calm them during what can be, for some patients, a fairly lengthy exam. Our forensic exams can run anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. Of course, not all of it while they're laying on their back, but it can be a little bit longer exam than the typical yearly exam that some of us are familiar with. The second exam room, which is a little bit further down the hall, is our child-friendly room. We have some art on order that we're really excited about, some child-friendly art. As you can see out of the window, this also has great views and great light. We are ordering a second microscope to go in this room so that we can do the same as in the room I just mentioned. And when you're on this examination table and you look up, there's another great skylight of hot air balloons. Again, gives our patients something to focus on. The last room on this side of the office is our consult interview room. We have patients and their family come into this room, and we talk about why they're there to see the forensic nurse and the advocate. And they share with us some of the heart-wrenching stories of what's happened to them. Because we have a lot of children come in and talk to us about what's happened, we really wanted to make this more child-friendly. So we have this wonderful mural that you see of the turtles and under the ocean, the beautiful blue turquoise water that really just kind of calms the room. The other thing is that this is used for growth and development assessment for our children. And what I mean by that is I might say to a child, how many crabs do you see in the picture? And if they say, oh, well, there's hundreds of crabs, then we know, maybe they're not able to identify a crab, or maybe they're not able to identify a certain color, or they're not sure what a crab looks like. And so we use it for techniques like that. The children especially love the Nemos, though. They will frequently say, oh, well, there's 3 Nemos in there. Again, a lot of light comes into this room. And so it makes a very difficult day a little brighter. We go back down the hallway past the patient exam rooms where we just were, and we enter into a locked room that's called the staff station. We have a beautiful space for our staff to go in and work on their reports and reach out to patients and do the day-to-day business that we do. As you can see, again, the wonderful casework and cabinetry that was built just for us. It fits every need that we have. Just again, a warm space. This is a small record room that we have off the corner of that office that you were just in. Again, it's a little bit more private space that our staff can go and talk with patients, and the views and the light are just phenomenal in here. This is a room that we are extremely excited about. This is called our resiliency room. This is a place for our staff to go and recharge and to take some time for themselves, have a meal. This is something that our team's never had before, our very own break room. And so we have these wonderful high-top tables so we can have lunch together. We have a full refrigerator and microwave and a restroom dedicated for staff, We also have these wonderful cubbies that were built for us so staff can put their personal items in. Just a wonderful place for the nurses and the advocates to come and spend some downtime when it's been a really difficult shift. Another view, and again, hard to believe, but we really are excited about that full-size refrigerator. Now we're heading through the nurses station or the staff station and back down the staff wing. And the first office that you get to is for our clinical care lead and for our forensic nurse manager. Wonderful built-ins. Again, they were designed specifically with the things that they needed to store in mind. The next office down is for the hospital violence intervention program, or advocates. Their manager is in this office. Across the hall, you will see another staff office that is a little bit more private, so that our advocates and nurses, if they need to concentrate on a report or reach out to a patient, they can come into this area. The next office across the hall is mine. So this is the office that I reside in. And again, beautiful view out of the window, lots of wonderful light. I can't wait until the holidays when all of the Christmas lights are in the trees outside of my office window. Something I'm really looking forward to. And then finally, I wanted to show you something that we are really excited about, and that is we have our very own training room. This training room will allow us to have law enforcement and rape, crisis, sexual assault community partners come in to talk with us, Child Protective Services, all of the agencies that we work with. This gives us a chance to meet with them or to provide educational training to them. We also, the nurses and advocates, meet in this room for our huddles every day. And it's a place for us to all sit down together and talk about the cases or talk about the work for the day. Have some wonderful electronic things in it, so we can do Zoom meetings in here and provide educational offerings. So really excited about this space. Also have some art being ordered for this room as well. So if you can only imagine, on that wall we are looking to have some beautiful art to add. So that's our space, and I hope you enjoyed the tour. Thank you for coming.